HALA and nothing else, merengue family. A very good day to all Madridistas who, day after day, follow closely the latest news about the greatest club on the planet, Real Madrid. Before we dive in, you already know, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a single update from this special universe, the White Universe, a world that never sleeps and that constantly brings us new surprises, emotions, and breaking stories. Because Real Madrid is not just a football club. It's a feeling, a way of life, a giant that beats with the passion of millions of fans across the globe. And in the past few hours, the White House has gifted us with news that has filled Madridista hearts with joy, relief, and above all, pride. Rodrigo Goes has made the firm and courageous decision to continue at Real Madrid, turning down highly tempting offers from England. We're not talking about small rumors or mid-table clubs, but real and concrete proposals from Premier League teams who saw in the Brazilian a player with an extraordinary present and an even brighter future. The eyes of English football were fixed on him, aware that this is a player who is fast, unpredictable, decisive, capable of scoring goals, and unafraid to shine under the spotlight of the grandest stages. Rodrigo's choice is no minor matter. It carries tremendous weight. On one hand, it reflects his absolute confidence in his own ability, his progression, and his growing role within the team. He could have left for England, where he would surely have been the undisputed star of a club, with guaranteed minutes and an even higher salary. But instead, he chose the harder road, staying at Real Madrid, where nothing is gifted, where every starting spot is earned on the pitch, and where the competition is fierce, because sharing a dressing room with the best in the world demands your maximum level every single day. On the other hand, his decision once again underlines something people sometimes forget. Real Madrid is the most attractive club in the world. Its power of attraction knows no borders, no leagues, and no amount of money can compare. Many clubs can offer riches, but very few can offer history, prestige, identity, and the chance to engrave your name alongside legends like Di Stefano, Raul, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, or Modric. And Rodrigo, despite his young age, already understands that wearing the white shirt isn't simply about playing football. It's about accepting a constant challenge, a daily exam, and a responsibility to a fan base that never tolerates complacency, but that can elevate you to Olympus if you rise to the occasion in decisive moments. We must not forget that Rodrigo is still very young, but despite this, he already carries significant experience. He has played in decisive Champions League matches, scored crucial goals on magical nights at the Santiago Bernabeu, and earned the respect of teammates, coaches, and rivals alike. We're not just talking about a promise, he is already a reality. And most importantly, he himself knows that he has not yet reached his ceiling. That personal ambition, combined with his decision to continue growing in the most demanding club on earth, is precisely what excites the fans the most. At Real Madrid, there are no easy minutes. Every training session is a fight to prove you deserve to be on the squad list. Every match is a final, every opportunity is gold. There is no room for comfort, no space for conformity. And Rodrigo knows it. He has lived it firsthand, seeing how roles shift from season to season, how new teammates arrive, and how competition intensifies. Yet instead of stepping back, he has chosen to step forward, reaffirming his commitment to this project and proving that he wants to remain a living part of Madrid's history. That is why this news is not only about a player who stays. It's about the mentality that defines Real Madrid, that unique combination of talent, sacrifice, and ambition that makes the impossible possible. Rodrigo has understood that here, it is not just about winning matches, it is about forging a legacy. And every time a young and highly sought-after footballer decides to stay, he sends a message to the world: this is my home. This is where I want to keep growing. This is where I want to fight for the biggest trophies. The Madridista faithful, who have often seen talented players leave in search of glory elsewhere, can today feel proud. Because this time, not only is the club retaining a great player, but it is also securing the continuity of a key piece for both the present and the future of the squad. And decisions like this, when repeated over time, only strengthen the club's identity and its project. In conclusion, Rodrigo's decision is a true triumph for Real Madrid, not only in sporting terms but also symbolically. It proves that the white shirt still carries an unmatched magnetism. And it is, at the same time, a reminder that the greatest players know the ultimate glory can only be achieved here, in Chamartin, in the temple of world football. One of the key factors that has decisively influenced his choice to commit himself to the project is the new sporting plan designed and led by Xavi Alonso. The young coach, who not only understands perfectly the idiosyncrasy and competitive mentality that have always defined Real Madrid, but also the emotional and footballing demands of wearing Europe's heaviest shirt has conveyed to Rodrigo a message of total trust. In the many conversations held over recent weeks, Alphonso made it clear that his intention is not merely to use him as an occasional resource or an impact substitute, but rather to give him a central role within the team's attacking framework. The most significant promise has been to grant him continuity in a position that maximizes his strengths and reconnects him with his true essence as a footballer, the left wing. From that sector of the pitch, starting wide and cutting inside with freedom, the Brazilian finds the perfect ecosystem to unleash his full arsenal. His pace in transition, that electric burst in the first few meters, makes him an incredibly difficult attacker to contain. Added to this is his ability to destabilize defenders in one-on-one situations, where he mixes short dribbles with changes of rhythm and unpredictable turns that break even the tightest backlines. Rodrigo, however, is far from being just an individualist. His vision of the game allows him to combine with the team's creative midfielders, play quick 1-2s, and identify spaces that few others can perceive. Above all these qualities stands his killer instinct in front of goal, that blend of cold-blooded calm and opportunism that allows him to appear at just the right time to finish decisive plays. It is no coincidence, but rather a recurring pattern, that some of Rodrigo's most brilliant moments wearing the Real Madrid shirt have occurred precisely when he occupied that left-sided role. One only has to revisit his performances in the Champions League, the stage where club legends are forged. On those European nights, when the atmosphere becomes electric and the pressure reaches unbearable levels for most players, the Brazilian has shown a remarkable boldness, the kind only found in the chosen few. His goals and historic comebacks, his unexpected assists, and his ability to completely change the tempo of matches that seemed already lost are now part of the collective memory of Madridismo. Unlike his first years in elite football, when inconsistency and a lack of continuity were understandable due to his youth, Rodrigo now enters this new phase with a much more mature footballing identity. Physically, once a bit light for the rigors of La Liga and the highest level of European competition, he has grown into a far stronger player in physical duels. At the same time, his tactical awareness has deepened. He knows when to accelerate, when to hold the ball, when to occupy spaces that free up teammates, and when to pin down the opposing fullback to create superiorities. Rodrigo himself is fully aware that he stands at a turning point. The label of promising talent, or youngster with potential, has long since expired. Now he is a footballer expected to take the definitive leap and establish himself as an indispensable pillar of the Madrid project. The faith placed in him by Xavi Alonso, a coach who favors offensive, dynamic football, gives him the ideal framework to achieve that status. It is not simply about maintaining his level, but about multiplying it, about embracing responsibility in decisive moments, consolidating himself as an attacking reference alongside the squad's other stars. In this context, Rodrigo sees his future with renewed clarity. Real Madrid is no longer just the club that signed him as a gifted teenager, but the stage on which he can write his own grand story. The combination of his personal evolution, the coach's backing, and the institution's winning tradition make this perhaps the most decisive moment of his career. Should he succeed in taking that step, he will not only be an undisputed starter, he will be in a position to become one of the emblematic figures of the next era of Real Madrid. Competition, far from being an obstacle for Rodrigo, has become one of the greatest driving forces of his career and, in many ways, the engine behind his growth both as a footballer and as an individual. At Real Madrid, every day presents a new challenge. Each training session is a test of physical and mental endurance, every tactical session is an examination of football intelligence, and every official match is an opportunity to prove that he belongs among the best. The demands are absolute. Talent alone is not enough. Consistency, discipline, hunger, and, above all, the ability to maintain focus under pressure are essential. Sharing a locker room with world-class figures, teammates who have won titles that most players can only dream of, does not intimidate Rodrigo, it inspires him. Knowing that a teammate is always ready to seize an opportunity if he falters forces him to stay alert, perfect every pass, every touch, and every movement on the field. In this context, competition is not merely a challenge but a catalyst for excellence, teaching him to adapt to changing situations and constantly push his own limits. From a personal standpoint, his decision to stay reflects not only ambition but also maturity, commitment, and a long-term vision. Many young footballers, when faced with multimillion-dollar offers or the promise of becoming undisputed stars in less demanding teams, might choose the easier path: financial security, immediate prominence, and reduced pressure. Rodrigo, however, has chosen a different route, a path of constant challenges, where every day is a learning opportunity, every minute on the pitch is a test of character, and every achievement is built on effort and consistency. This choice shows that he understands true greatness is not achieved by avoiding difficulty but by facing it with determination, intelligence, and passion. It reveals a player whose project goes beyond immediate successes and aims to establish himself as a complete footballer capable of leaving a lasting mark. Rodrygo's decision also has a profound impact on the collective and on the team's dynamics. The internal competition generated when a top-quality player stays is healthy because it raises the level of everyone. Each teammate is compelled to push harder, every training session becomes a test of self-improvement, and every match is an opportunity to prove one deserves a spot in the starting 11. At a club like Real Madrid, where history weighs heavily and expectations are sky-high, maintaining a motivated, competitive squad is essential. Rodrygo brings offensive versatility, vision, tactical adaptability, and the ability to create opportunities, qualities that are indispensable during seasons packed with challenges such as La Liga, the Champions League, and other domestic and international competitions. His presence not only strengthens the coach's tactical options but also inspires younger players, fostering a culture of determination and excellence that transcends generations. Beyond the pitch, Rodrygo's decision sends a powerful message to fans and the broader footballing world. He demonstrates that talent, while essential, is not enough to achieve greatness. It must be complemented by perseverance, sacrifice, and commitment to a project that goes beyond individual interests. In a world where many footballing decisions are driven solely by financial gain, his choice represents an act of coherence, loyalty, and strategic foresight. Staying at Real Madrid is a recognition of the club's history, a commitment to an institution that not only wins trophies but also creates legends and leaves an indelible mark in the collective memory of millions of supporters worldwide. From a psychological perspective, Rodrygo's ability to handle constant pressure and overwhelming expectations is remarkable. Every match at the Santiago Bernabéu, every international encounter, every tactical challenge against elite opponents constitutes a stress test that only a few players can manage effectively. His emotional maturity and resilience allow him to convert pressure into motivation, challenges into learning experiences, and mistakes into growth opportunities. This mental strength distinguishes good players from exceptional ones and is one of the reasons his continued presence at Real Madrid is not merely a wise choice but a model of professionalism and understated leadership. Rodrygo's commitment also carries social and cultural significance. In an era dominated by instant gratification and short-term rewards, his decision serves as a reminder that patience, dedication, and perseverance remain essential values. For fans, it represents the assurance that Real Madrid's colors are defended with passion and integrity. For young players in development, he exemplifies how a career can be built on effort and consistency, not merely talent and opportunistic choices. Every goal, every decisive play, every moment of effort on the field becomes tangible proof that greatness is forged through hard work and love for the game. Ultimately, Rodrygo's decision to remain at Real Madrid is a monumental success on multiple levels. For him, it means continuing to grow in an environment that demands the best from each player, tests his character, and allows him to reach his full potential. For the team, it ensures the retention of an extraordinary talent who strengthens the squad, fosters healthy internal competition, and expands tactical options for the manager. For fans, it represents the continuity of genuine commitment to the club's colors and the certainty that magical moments, crucial goals, and unforgettable nights at the Bernabéu lie ahead. His presence guarantees that his career is just beginning to reveal its true potential and that his legacy at the club will be enduring and significant. Rodrygo has made a choice that transcends football itself. He has shown that talent combined with discipline, humility, and passion always finds its path to excellence. He has chosen to embrace the most complex challenges, shoulder extraordinary responsibilities, and be part of a project that aims not only for immediate success but also for a historical legacy. At Real Madrid, where history looms large and expectations are monumental, his decision is not just wise, it is exemplary. It reflects ambition, character, vision, and profound respect for the institution he represents. Every time he steps onto the pitch, he inspires, leads, and leaves an indelible mark on the collective memory of everyone who loves football and greatness. In conclusion, Rodrygo embodies the essence of Real Madrid at its highest level: talent, hunger, passion, and unwavering commitment. His decision to stay is far from a minor act. It strengthens the club, enriches the squad, motivates young players, and thrills the fans. He remains a player who understands that glory is not achieved by avoiding challenges but by confronting them with courage and determination. He stays to write new chapters in history, leave his mark on the Bernabeu, and continue delivering magical nights full of football, emotion, and greatness. His presence guarantees that the best is yet to come and that Real Madrid remains a club where dreams are forged through effort, heart, and talent.